Have you ever been scrolling and seen an ad that just stops you? One that feels more like a movie trailer than a sales pitch? Well, today we're breaking down a really clever marketing strategy from the crypto world that does exactly that. We're going to look at how the Hodi Cat Cartel is basically rewriting the rules for viral marketing, especially in a space where, let's be honest, everyone is super skeptical. Everything starts with this one line. This is the hook. It's what we call a scroll stopper. Think about it. In a sea of endless content, a line like this makes you hit the brakes and go, wait, a cartel? For a video game? And right there, that's the beginning of a whole new way to do marketing, one designed to sneak past our ad blocker brains. Now, to really get why this is so smart, we have to understand the world it's operating in. The crypto space can feel like the Wild West, right? It's noisy, it's confusing, and it is full of traps for new players. So many people have been burned by scams and empty promises that they've built up some serious walls of skepticism. First, let's meet the villains of this story. This is Airdrop Andy. He's the guy who pops up promising free crypto, free tokens, but it's just a classic bait and switch. You connect your wallet, and poof, your funds are gone. This is exactly why people are so suspicious of anything that sounds too good to be true online. And then you've got his buddy, Rug Pull Rick. This guy is a master of hype. He builds a huge, excited community, gets everyone to invest their money, and then he just disappears, takes the money, shuts down the project, and vanishes into thin air. A true master of the vanishing act. And rounding out our trio, we have Pump and Dump Paul. He's the ultimate hype man. He creates a frenzy of excitement, drives the price of a coin way up, and then, right at the peak, he sells everything he has. The bubble pops, and everyone else is left holding a worthless bag. These three guys, they're the reason trust is at an all-time low. Okay, so in a world crawling with Andys, Ricks, and Pauls, how on earth do you get anyone to trust you? Well, the Hodi Cat Cartel's answer is actually kind of brilliant in its simplicity. You don't sell a thing. You just tell a really good story. It's a total counterattack to all that distrust we just talked about. This is the core belief right here. Storytelling is more powerful than promotion. The whole idea is that a compelling story, one that sparks your curiosity, one that makes you feel something, will always, always beat a boring, direct sales pitch that our brains are literally wired to ignore. This whole approach has a name. It's called narrative marketing, and it's all about wrapping the product inside a story. So instead of a commercial, you get a mystery. The goal is to make you, the viewer, feel like you found this cool thing on your own, not that you were targeted by an ad. It's some basic psychology, right? We trust our own discoveries way more than we trust someone trying to sell us something. So that's the big idea. But how does it actually look in practice? This is where it gets really interesting. Let's go ahead and dissect their 45-second ad piece by piece to see exactly how they pull this off. You'll see this ad isn't just random clips thrown together. It's a perfectly structured little story with 5 distinct parts. First, you have the hook to grab your attention. Then, the discovery to pull you in deeper. After that comes the reveal, where they show you just a little bit of what's going on. Then, crucially, action and proof. And it all wraps up with the legend ending. Okay, phase 1, the hook. We've already talked about this line, but look at the timing, 0 to 3 seconds. And the time it takes to blink, they've created this huge gap of curiosity. It's weird, it's intriguing, and it does the one job it's supposed to do. It makes you stop scrolling. All right, next up, the discovery. The ad just leans right into that initial mystery. The camera zooms in on our main character, Hodi, who looks like he just stepped out of a gangster flick. And that line, "This cat isn't normal," is just a massive understatement. It tells you right away this isn't some cute, fluffy mobile game. We're going somewhere different. Now, after all that mystery, you get the reveal. And what's smart here is they don't over-explain it. They pull back the curtain just enough. It's a Solana meme coin, basically a fun, community-driven crypto token that's also a play-to-earn game, where you can actually earn rewards just by playing. See? No confusing jargon, no fluff. Just the basics. And this part is absolutely critical. Action and proof. The ad doesn't just tell you it's a game, it shows you. You get hit with actual gameplay footage. You see the character running around, you see the action, and all of a sudden, this wild story about a cat cartel feels, well, real. It's a real playable thing. This builds so much legitimacy. And then boom, the music drops, the energy picks up, and these words flash on the screen: play, fight, earn, repeat. It's so simple, it's punchy, and it's an incredibly powerful call to action that tells you everything you need to know about the game loop without ever saying, click here or buy now. And for the big finish, the legend ending. The ad brings it all full circle, hammering home that core idea, that mythos they've been building. It leaves you with this fun, dangerous thought. Hodi isn't just another meme toy, it's a cartel. And hey, you're invited to join. So we've seen what they did. Now let's talk about why it works so well. What is it about this cartel story that makes it so compelling? Let's dig into the psychology a bit. A huge piece of the puzzle is that this whole thing isn't just smoke and mirrors. Behind the cool story, there's a real working product. You can see it here. There are leaderboards, competitions. The story is what gets you in the door, but the actual product is the anchor that keeps you there. It proves the legend is real. So the secret sauce really boils down to three things. One, it feels like you're watching the intro to a cool Netflix show, not a boring ad so your defenses are down. Two, it makes the brand feel alive, a little bit dangerous and fun. It's more Breaking Bad than Buy Now, you know? And maybe most importantly, you don't need to know anything about crypto to get sucked into the story. And here's a little bonus twist, a pro-level move. The strategy actually calls for making 3 different versions of the ad. Each one has a different hook. So one might lead with the cartel mystery, while another gets straight to the point with this game actually pays. It's a super smart way to test which story resonates with different types of people. So what does this all mean for the future? Is this Hodi Cat Cartel thing just a one-off, a flash in the pan? Or are we actually looking at a brand new playbook for how to market things, especially new and complicated tech? I think this chart really sums up the shift perfectly. The old way was all about promoting the product, listing its features, and hitting people with a direct sales pitch. The new way? It's about telling a story, building a little mystery, and giving people a sense of discovery. It's a move away from selling a thing and towards inviting people to join a world. And that really leads us to the final big question. When the ad is no longer an ad, when it's just a really good story, what are we actually buying into? Is it the product itself, or is it the story that makes us feel like we're part of something cool, something bigger than ourselves? It's a blurry line, and it's getting blurrier every single day.